Arts Workfly.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite art teacher, Art Workfly, and today we'll be looking at the critique of the artist's work. Critique of the artist's work. Choose an artwork from the 5 pieces selected that is similar to your theme or what you have created or the style of the work. 2. Must include name, date, medium, and size. Border or frame should be around all artworks. Artwork should be described using the critique process. Alright, so this is it, guys. So this is the artwork from the artist that you're going to critique. Alright, you ensure that you have a name, date, medium, size, and it's framed. So this is the example of how you should set it up, guys. Alright, on one page. So first, you will talk about the description. Ensure to separate them. So you're going to write literally description and you write out a description. Then the next one would be analysis. And then you write the word analysis and you write out the paragraph. Then the next one would have been interpretation. Description. It is what you see in the work. Artwork should be described in detail so that a blind person could repaint the exact thing. Tell what you see, the visual facts. Describe the work from background to middle ground, then the foreground. Number 1. What is the name of the artist who created the artwork? Number 2. What kind of artwork is it? What medium is it? Number 3. What is the name of the artwork? Number 4. When was the artwork created? Number 5. Name some other major events in history that occurred at the same time this artwork was created. Number 6. List the literal objects in the painting: trees, people, animals, mountains, rivers, etc. Number 7. What do you notice first when you look at the work? Why? What kind of colors do you see? How do you describe them? What shapes can you see? What kind of edges do the shapes have? Number 10. Are there lines in the work? If so, what kind of lines are they? Number 11. What sort of textures do you see? How would you describe them? Number 12. What time of day or night is it? How can we tell? Number 13. What is the overall visual effect or mood of the work? So it could be more or less depending on the artwork, alright? The next one now we'll look at analysis. Analysis. Elements and principles in the artwork. Mentally separate the parts or elements thinking in terms of texture, shapes, forms, light, dark, or dull, bright colors, types of lines, and sensory qualities. In this step, consider the most significant art principles that were used in the artwork. Describe how the artist used them to organize the elements. Describe the elements of art such as line, shape, color, form, value, texture, and space. Describe the principles of design: balance, unity, movement, pattern, emphasis, proportion, variety, rhythm, repetition, and contrast, using complete sentences. How has the artist used colors in the work? What sort of effects do the colors have on the work? How has the artist used shapes within the artwork? How have lines been used in the artwork? How has lines been used in the work? Has the artist used them as an important or dominant part of the work, or do they play a different role? What role does texture play in the work? Has the artist used the illusion of texture, or has the artist used actual texture? How has texture been used within the work? How has the artist used lines in the work in the illusion of a scene with lights and shadows, or does the artist use light and dark values in a more abstract way? Number 8. How is the overall visual effect or mood of the artwork being achieved by the use of elements and principles of design? How were the artist's design tools used to achieve a particular look or focus? So we're moving on now to the interpretation. All right, interpretation. What do you think the artwork is saying? An interpretation seeks to explain the meaning of the work based on what you have learned so far about the work. What do you think the artist was trying to say? You can also explain the process and why certain objects, materials, etc. were used or represented in the artwork. Alright, guys? Number one, what was the artist's statement in the work? I will do another video on what is the artist's statement, okay, guys? Number two, what do you think it means? Number three, what does it mean to you? Number four, how does it relate to you and your life? Number five, what feelings do you have when looking at this artwork? Number six, do you think there were things in the artwork that represent other things or symbols? Number seven, why do you think that the artist chose to work in the manner and made these kinds of artistic decisions? Number eight, why did the artist create this work? All right, so this would be the interpretation. Remember, these questions should be answered in a paragraph. All right, it can be more or less depending on the artwork that you're doing or looking at. Judgment. Is the work good or bad? Short and plain. Good or bad? After careful observation, analysis, and interpretation of an artwork, you are ready to make your own judgment. This is your personal evaluation based on the understanding of the works. Alright? Here are questions that you might consider. Number one, why do you think this work has intrinsic value or worth? What is the value you find in the works? For example, is it a beautiful work of art? Does it convey an important social message? Affects the way that I see the world? Makes insightful connections? Reaffirms a religious belief, etc. Number two, do you think that the works has a benefit for others? Number three, do you find that the work communicates an idea, feeling, or principle that would have value for others? Number four, could the reason you find the work lacking come from a poor use of elements of art? Explain. So you would explain that. Number five, is the subject matter unappealing, unimaginative, or repulsive? How? Alright? How is that repulsive? How it is unimaginative? How is it unappealing? Number six, what kind of effect do you think the work could have for others? Rather than seeing the work as being very effective or without total value, does the work fall somewhere in between? Do you think that the work is just okay? What do you base this opinion on? The use of elements of art, lack of personal expression. The work lacks a major focus. So does the work lack a major focus? Explore your criticism of the works as much as you would any positive perceptions. Realize that your own taste and prejudice may enter into criticism. Give your positive and negative perceptions. Alright, so that would be judgment, guys. Please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell so you can always know when I upload.